Hey everybody, Karen here. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been super busy, and yeah, I'll get to that in a second, but I've had a lot of updates with my parents and my sister and all that. um, okay, it was August 15th. I'm just gonna jump right into it. It was August 15th, and I was at work. I was a lifeguard, but that's over now. I was at work and I had missed the previous day because I was sick and I had fever and I didn't know what was wrong with me. I thought, it was just a cold or something. But I felt bad, so I went in the next day. Well, that was a mistake. I fell asleep while working and the general manager came by and saw me and fired me. Yeah, that kind of sucked. But anyway, so I went home and I just flat out told my parents I fell asleep while working and got fired. Well, my dad was kind of enraged. Not so much the fact that I didn't have a job, but the fact that I got fired and the fact that I'm part of his name and that embarrasses him. So he made me go out and do yard work and all that when I was sick and was making me do a bunch of labor and he took my phone, my computer, and my keys and said I won't be needing that if I don't have a job. Well, I had a password on my phone, and like probably 10 minutes after I gave it, no, not even that, probably 3 minutes after I gave it to him, he came back outside and demanded the password and all that. And at first I wasn't going to give it to him, and I just said, you don't need it. You don't need it, Dad. And he pretty much almost hit me, and like, I, I just said, it's not worth it. So I just told him what the password was. And so he obviously went through my phone, and my okay, before all this happened, like a week before, me and my sister had talked. Sorry, I'm jumping around, but I'll try to make you understand. Me and my sister had talked about it, and she let me know that she was sorry about the way she had treated me, and that she wanted to be a part of my life, and that she fully accepts me and loves me for who I am. And we talked about guys that I've been with and all that sorts of stuff. So everything like that was good. Well, she was home from college when all of this was happening. And I'm kind of happy about that because she really helped my mom. Because while my dad was going through my phone, my sister knew that he was going to find stuff, so she told my mom again. Keep in mind, from my other videos, I had already told my parents 3 or so times, but I didn't stick with it because it wasn't worth it. Because I wanted to have all my stuff, and I just pussied out. But so she told my mom, and she's just like, Mom, Cameron is gay, and you need to accept him, and that's who he is. He can't help it, and all that good stuff. And so I'm very thankful that she did that. Well, my dad was extremely pissed off and wouldn't talk to me at all, and just just completely ignoring me. And then, but me and my mom sat down and had a talk, and I told her, I was like, Mom, I've been with guys, I've had boyfriends, I, I'm gay, and there's no changing that. I know who I am. It's not a phase. I've known this for as long as I can remember. And she started crying because me and her aren't as close as we used to be, because me and her used to talk about everything together, and that stopped within the last 2 or 3 years. And she told me she wanted things the way that they used to be, how we used to listen to Bon Jovi on the way to hockey tournaments, and how we had like special hugs for each other and stuff like that. And I told her, I was like, Mom, you're the one that chose not to be in my life by not accepting me the first time I came out. I wanted you to be in my life. And I think that really got across to her. So that's good. And so we made up and we hugged, and she told me that she'd accept me and all that good stuff. So then came my dad. Well, then he searched my car. He went through my car, everything in my car, and let's see. he found, okay, it was like 2 weeks after my birthday, and he found, I got a gag gift from a friend. I got girls' panties, I got lube, condoms, an Oprah magazine, what else? A lipstick, and okay, it was all part of a gag gift, but obviously he didn't understand this, and he went crazy, and so that was not good. But that's beside the point, because I eventually explained that to him, but he wouldn't give me my stuff back for the longest time, so I was without computer, phone, car, TV, anything. And since my sister was home, she would let me use her laptop and stuff, so I was thankful for that and used her phone and all that good stuff. Well, I think 3 weeks went by without any of that. And my sister left after the first week because she had to go back to college. Well, me and my dad sat down and kind of talked about it, and he was still repulsed by it, and told me that he wouldn't have a fag as a son, and that it was an embarrassment to him and his family. And I don't know what I said exactly, but it made him shut up and actually think about what he was saying and why he was saying it, and what was actually wrong with gays. And he just got all quiet, and I didn't talk to him for a couple more days. And then he, like 3 days after that, he was talking with my mom, and my mom was trying to convince him to give me my stuff back, as she had been doing for a while. But he wouldn't, and I think he said to her that since I'm a fag, I wouldn't be needing it, or something like that, something very derogatory and stupid. So I said, fuck this, and I got up, I went upstairs, got some stuff, and I slammed the door shut, and I went outside, and I don't know where I was going, but I just started walking, and he came outside, and he screamed my name at the top of his lungs. And I turned around, and he told me to get my ass over there, so I did. I don't know why, but I did, and I walked over there, and we stood about a foot apart from each other for maybe 30 to 45 seconds, just staring into each other's eyes. And he started tearing up, and he said sorry and grabbed my head and pulled it into his chest and just started crying. So it was pretty emotional, per se. He apologized and said that wasn't right of him, and stuff along the lines of that. But I still didn't get my stuff back for like a week after that, just because I didn't want to bring it up, and I still think he wasn't ready to, but he finally gave me all my stuff back. And we don't talk about it, but they know I'm gay, and they don't make remarks about me dating women or anything like that anymore, so I guess it's good. I mean, it's progressively getting better. I wish I could talk with my mom at least about it, but we just don't talk about it. But that's pretty much my story. Oh, and it turns out I had mono, strep throat, and 2 ear infections when I got fired for falling asleep. And that mono lasted forever, which really fucking sucked. Yeah. Uh, yeah, that's not a fun disease. But yeah, so I had to go through all that while I had mono, and I was home every day, and I couldn't do anything because I was sick, and I didn't have my computer or my phone. No, it really sucked. Oh, and then a couple days after I got all my stuff back, I had, like, we were talking about something, and something with cameras came up, and I mentioned that just nonchalantly that I'd like a digital SLR one day. Well, the next day he came home with a surprise. I think he kind of felt guilty for me, and this video is about to end, so come watch the next